This new year has gotten off to a pretty horrific start with multiple attacks, as we all know, taking place on New Year's Day. The two, of course, most publicized attacks were the one in New Orleans, and then, of course, the Cybertruck bombing that took place outside of Trump Tower in Las Vegas. And with that particular one, Republicans were not necessarily as, gung-ho about having to close the borders as they are with the one in New Orleans, even though borders got nothing to do with it. However, Republicans have insisted that the two were definitely connected and they were probably working together. And right now, based on everything we know about these two separate attacks, Republicans have been literally wrong about every single thing. Because in addition to suggesting that these two attacks were planned together and coordinated, Republicans have also suggested that obviously because the person used a Tesla Cybertruck at Trump Tower, clearly this was some deranged leftist that carried out this attack in Las Vegas. Well, according to the man's family, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, the man was not only pro-Trump, he was very pro-MAGA, according to his uncle. Here is what the uncle had to say to the media. He used to have all patriotic stuff on Facebook. He was 100% loving the country. He loved Trump, and he was always a very, very patriotic soldier, a patriotic American. It's one of the reasons he was in Special Forces for so many years. It wasn't just one tour of duty. Matt was a very skilled warrior, and he would be able to make, if it was him, if he did this, he would have been able to make a more sophisticated explosive than using propane tanks and camping fuel. He was what you might call a super soldier. If you ever read about the things he was awarded and the experience he had, some of it doesn't make sense when he had the skills and ability to make something more, let's say, efficient. His skills were enormous from what he had been taught in the military. He could have fashioned a bomb that would have obliterated half of that hotel if he seriously wanted to hurt others. Think of Oklahoma City. Timothy McVeigh was just a normal soldier, not a tier 1 operator like Matt. Let's just, before we get into the Trump stuff here, let me just explain to you, if you're ever having to defend a family member, one of the worst things you could say about that family member if they were, allegedly did something horrific is that, hey, no, trust me, if this kid wanted to kill a bunch of people, he could have done it. Absolutely. Yeah, he knows how to kill. Like, you're sitting there bragging about this man who is now dead. Like, oh, hey, he could have made a bomb that would have wiped out half of Las Vegas if he wanted to, right? Yikes, Jesus Christ. Like, why would you say that? That actually makes him look worse. You're admitting that, he has the skills to make a bomb, which makes it far more plausible that, yes, that he did this thing. But he says he loves Trump. Further in the statement, he said he was MAGA. So this was a Trump supporter, just like all of the other people that tried to do stuff to Trump this year, or this past year now, were Trump supporters. So, why? Right? That is the big question. That is the question to which we do not have an answer. But perhaps it's all metaphorical, right? If this person does love Donald Trump, like the uncle says, could it be that this man believes that Elon Musk is dragging Donald Trump down? And that was the message: blow up a Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower to show the impact that Elon has on Donald Trump. Now, I'm not a police investigator. I'm not a detective. I'm none of that. I am a politics guy. But if I'm looking at this as a way to send a message, not necessarily inflict damage or kill others, but to send a message, that would be the message that the person sent. Elon Musk is a disaster and he's trying to take down Donald Trump, so don't let him do it. Again, not an investigator, not a detective, not an officer, but based on what the family is saying about both his loyalty to Trump and his bomb-making skills, that seems like the most plausible explanation to me. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.